And Criv, you next.
I'm sorry to interject. I didn't hear anything she said.
You didn't hear anything?
No.
Uh-oh.
I heard
I'm
Alyssa.
testing.
I did
Okay,
too.
cool.
Was
I
that
can go home
us?
and come back.
Can you hear her, Alyssa speak?
Can you hear me now?
Nothing.
Really?
Weird.
Hmm. No, no joke.
Discord, don't play us like this, okay?
Right. It's trying
Don't
so
do
hard to make me to embarrass me.
Alright,
It's
I can come out.
Dear Internet Lord.
Yeah,
Dear
you just
Internet.
come in and come back out.
right.
Come out and come back in.
Yeah. Hold on. Dear Internet Jesus, please let all of our Wi-Fi be fast. Let Discord servers not crash. Let all things work in the name of Bill Gates. Amen.
Bless up.
Her.
What's up? No, no, no,
Can
no.
you hear me
Let me
now?
not do that.
Yes. Here we
Okay,
go.
we
Awesome.
good. All right. Alyssa introduced herself. Criv, you're next.
Okay.
Well,
I
Zarin.
imagine playing Kriv, the human monk, multi-class with rogue.
And 9.
Hello, I am 9. I'm playing Eska, a Goliath of the Escaflora of the Goliath race. I am hot, and I work at a flower shop.
Essentially. And
Essentially, yes.
I'm gonna do a quick recap. You got Zara and Kriv and a previous party member had met for the first time at the tavern, where they encountered a series of dreams between amongst them. The only one being Kriv not receiving a dream. He just had arrived at the tavern. Um, Dreams suggested that an entity is sort of checking in on matters that are unbeknownst to the players right now, but they get the feeling that they're being led to, whether it was the entity's attention or not, they're being led to a secret about their lives that all has always plagued them. Um, yeah, and we know that there's some strange marking on Criv's arm that gave the players some clues as to where they should start looking into certain things about their history. And they did a little quest, their first little quest as a party. I'm so proud of y'all. They
Yeah,
succeeded with flying colors. It was real simple, girl, like real
that's just
simple.
me.
They
Just me.
returned a veteran's child, like a veteran of the city, of the military's child, back to them. A 19-year-old, ambitious, inspiring adventurer. Um, but that didn't quite work out. They found him hurt in a ditch somewhere. Um, Healed him because he was like off that unicorn blood. He was like off his rocker. Healed him, sent him back on his way to his father, and they were rewarded promptly. They've updated their character sheets, and now we're here. I'd say it's been like a couple days. A couple days. Hasn't been that long. It's been a couple days, and I'd say you. I would say Kriv and Zarin, y'all have kind of hung out for a little bit. Um, the past few days have been kind of weird because like you just met, like you're missing a third party, and y'all hanging out at the tavern, but y'all missing a third person. But y'all already know that like it wasn't much skin off y'all back. The Y'all didn't know him that well, but he had died like just randomly, and you guys didn't know about it till like you saw like funeral processions being held in the city. Like you're just walking by one of the entrances of the multiple entrances of the city. That's because the city's walled off, and you just notice like there's a bunch of people like attending a funeral and being buried in the cemetery, like the very large cemetery. And y'all took a peek over. It's like, who's the funeral for? Like, what even like who's this funeral for? And yeah, Trey 4 is unfortunately passed. Um,
Oh no.
it's sad. It's just truly sad, truly upsetting. Maybe not to the players, but it's okay. Life moves on.
Head empty. I just flowers. That's all I know. And the snake.
Yes. So like that's a sad thing. We move on. Um, but now we turn to our heroes, Kriv and Zarin
Mhm.
at the tavern. They're going over dreams and stuff. They're talking. Zarin is showing Kriv their dream journal that automatically writes their dreams for them, and explaining things that could probably connect to each other with markings on Kriv's arm. And I'm gonna leave it up to y'all now. Like, what are you guys are discussing as we find you two here?
I guess we would
Um,
probably be discussing where my master is, where I last.
in our backgrounds to some degree.
Mm-hmm. Well, give me a little flavor. Let's hear it.
Nice.
Okay. So, um, so yes. So as I was showing you, yes, these are the dreams that I've had recorded so far. I have an enchanted journal, and it records my dreams from the night previously. Um, my family has been um, haunted by an evil entity. We don't know like the full extent of it, not that I'm aware. Um, and that is why I need help in being able to break free from the generational curse.
Well, the only person I know who gave me all of this is Thune, my master. Where he acquired that knowledge, I'm not sure. And in our line of work, we value stealth, so it may be difficult to find him. But if you stick with me, I can guarantee you I will find him.
Okay. Well, yeah,
Is,
I
is
would be.
okay.
Keep
So,
going. Keep going, Carl.
is there anything you both want to particularly do? Do you want to like move around the city or like, um, Kriv? Where exactly do you think your master is? Would he be in this city or would he be outside of the city?
He has his place in the city. It's it's probably in the more upscale part, just because people would expect him to live in like the rundown version, but
Mm,
he has a double life. So we go there during like the days and dress differently, but at night we go to the other side of the city to do work.
okay. So I'll say you guys without hesitation, you guys get up. I'd say the it's like early morning. It's very early morning. You just stopped at the tavern for some breakfast because they got some good deals on breakfast over there. Um, and y'all head on your way. Y'all pay your tab. Y'all head on your way. Um, the house is like located. Griff would be telling you this. The house is located in the like very nice area of the city, and mind you, with a less no poverty type of city where there's no one's suffering really. Who can say what's nice, what's isn't? But like bigger houses in this city are like on the upper part where the prized, endless, eternal hedge maze is. Um, they would either houses are either inside of the hedge maze. Those houses are harder to find. Um, there's houses right before you get to the hedge maze, and I believe your mentor lives in one of those houses right before the entrances of the hedge maze. Is also on an upper level overlooking the docks. So if you were, the walls are tall, they really are, but there is a staircase and an archway that is inside of the wall. That like you can kind of just see the slope going down to the docks as well. So you guys are there at your you guys at Criv's mentor's home. And I'm assuming Criv knocks.
Hmm. It's a combination of like knocks with thieves can't because it's a certain amount of, and I'm knocking on certain areas of the door to unlock it.
Okay. Okay. Um he promptly answers. He does the knock back to you in the same positions that you did on the door, and then he opens it. It was a show of acknowledgement that he recognized you. And he says, "Oh, I gotta come up with a voice. Give me 1 second." uh, Griff, my boy, I haven't seen you in so long. Well, I seen you the other day, but I can't get enough of your face. You're my pride and joy, and I take care of you.
Trevor's gonna give like a bit of a sarcastic smirk, and he's like, "Soon we can skip with the formalities. We have businesses yesterday."
You're my like one of my favorite students. I rave about you. Like he's like much older gentleman. You get the sense that like he's just appreciative of like all of his students. He finds you and like very special because like he knows the life you could have lived if he didn't find you. If he had found you. So like he's like almost like he takes on that father role with you. A lot of his other students they just come to him based on recommendation. You're the one he found, so
Gotcha.
he's very proud of you. It's like yeah, well, business it is then. Come in, come in. And who's this fine young lady?
Zarin,
Zarin. What brings you two here to my home?
I need some information about the occult, dark magic.
The occult. Well,
Straight to it. Oh,
have you and Criv made an accord?
Made of what?
Made an accord? Have you and Criv, have you discussed things with her with your family?
I'm very
I didn't think that
confused.
was important.
Hmm.
He's gonna say, "I didn't think that was important."
I'm very protective of you. Like we don't know. They you weren't always best at making friends when you were little, so I worry. You know. I don't want you ever being in the wrong. Like he's being really fatherly right
I
now.
think
It's
that
like
I believe that you have the wrong intentions about our relationship.
well, it's just I'm very protective of him, and like I just don't want you to be looking into the dark arts and the darker things of this realm and hurt my boy over it.
I don't know. He seems rather capable himself.
He nods. He offers you both a seat at his like living area.
Thank you.
What exactly are you trying to look for?
I need power that can break the bond with an evil entity. I don't know
You
if it's a god, if it's a demon. I don't know what.
you've made a contract with someone, a
I
powerful being.
didn't. Not me personally.
Well, how did you get roped into it?
One of my ancestors, my great great grandfather, somewhere down the line, they
Oh.
made a contract with an entity and promised that in return for some of the powers of the entity, that one of the future descendants must be possessed by said entity.
Hmm. That does sound
Now,
troubling.
now each generation, we are each plagued with the decision to either receive the entity into ourselves or pass along the curse to our children.
Hmm. But this seems very troubling for a young person as such as yourself. And certainly, we don't want lasting effects of these types of things to plague generations of people where they don't deserve it. Um, I'm assuming you want something from me, any information or a point in the right direction.
Yes, there has to be someone who knows how to be able to overpower a deity or an entity. I don't know what it is.
I'm gonna roll something. Give me 1 second.
Sneaky rolls.
The best role.
Uh-oh.
Okay. He furrows his brow, but not in like a menacing way or anything like that. He's just thinking. Um, he says, "I don't have much information on even the things Kriv have told me, but I know I do have some ideas of some deities that I've run into in the past." Um, and then he goes over to a bookshelf, pulls out a couple books. Um, they seem very like really old, leather bound. They look as if they were like notes or like a notebook or like a book to take notes in essentially. And the other one is more of a academic looking type of book. It's newer, but it's still old. It has dust on it. It has very intricate detailing. He pulls it out, sets it on the table as you guys sit, and opens a few pages into the notebook. It opens into the pages of the educational book, like the academic book. That's what I'm trying to say. And you see something about like if you take a glance at it, you see something about different deities and like lore surrounding them. You see pictures, tables, like sigils, and like sigils of like what they would use or things you would recognize. I need Zarin. Give me a Arcana check.
Okay.
We're doing magic about it. Yeah.
I'll take Arcana or History.
Okay. I got a 12.
A 12. Okay,
12 in Arcana. If it's history, yeah, 12.
so both 12.
The other, no, history was 0, so I went with a.
Okay, got you.
Oh, you went with Arcana. Okay.
Okay, so Arcana. It seems as though these sigils and things are confusing to you. You get a slight pull at your you get a feeling in your chest, and like you swallow a bit, like the feeling feels familiar, but you have no idea what some of these sigils mean. Um, like in your mind's eye, you see like a faint glow on the book, but like you get the impression that no one else sees it but you, and then it's also very faint. It's like you feel like your eyes are playing tricks on you, so like you don't necessarily like um say anything about it because it doesn't strike as like weird, but it's just like you feel like you're just having a small moment, and it's kind of hard to focus on what's written in that academic book. Um, he says this book, this book has been detailing, you know, past deities that have died, deities that are alive and well that have supporters. Um, some deities, and he's flipping through pages. Some deities require contracts in order to stay alive. Some just simply need followers, and just to stay relevant in the realms. And he's scrolling past a few of them. I think your best bet is taking this book with you and in your spare time looking through it, because it's a lot of pages. It's a very big book. The academic book is very huge. Uh, he hands it to Zarin,
Thank
but
you.
actually he'll hand it to Kriv because he doesn't really trust you. Like, he begins to hand it to you, but then he hands it to Kriv.
Oh,
And
oh,
like
oh
it wasn't it wasn't a disrespectful thing. It was just more of a, I feel like this is better in his care. But once he has it, like, Kriv is more than welcome to share the contents of the book between you two. Um, I don't have much knowledge in this, and as you see through my notes, like, the notes that he has, he's very, like, it's like very sporadic on demon physiology. Like, it's very sporadic. A lot of things you could tell, like, through scribbles and things like that, that it's very hard to make out, like, this type of literature, and you would need to find someone who can make out this literature. Even for y'all, this seems like above y'all understanding, but it is something. It's somewhere to start. It is definitely somewhere to start.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Also, Kriv, your camera. I don't know what happened with your camera, but it went off.
No, I turned it off. I don't want to eat on stream.
Oh, got you, got you, got you.
Yeah, I'll come back as soon as possible. Yeah, Griff will probably just hand her the book and, like, or let's say, like, he owes him one, and then he'd be like, we can leave.
He
Thank
will.
you.
He will say. He will say, "There's two options you can take when you take this book, and try to figure out the contents. We do have a very massive astrology, like, it's like a, you guys know because you live here. There's like this big astrology, like cosmology type of thing, where, like, not cosmology, but
observatory.
observatory. That's the word. Thank you, thank you. I was
You're
struggling with
welcome.
that. There's this big observatory that also doubles as the city's, because the city's huge. It doubles as the city's main library as well. Um, you guys can try there first. He makes that suggestion, but he also makes a suggestion that, like, if so, that you can find the information here to help the both of you. Um, it's possible that you might have to travel outside of the city, but of course, you would have to bring provisions. You would have to, find travel, whether you're doing it by boat or by more than likely you would have to do it by boat. If you want to go off continent, he also says that you could do it by horse if you want to visit other provinces within the continent to see if you can find some help. But, like, those are the two options he gives as to knowing the contents of what this book is exactly detailing when it's trying to educate people on demons or devils or just very powerful deities. It's not like it's in common. Like, the script is in common, but, like, it's like one of those books in school where you really can't understand what they're trying to say because they're using a lot of fancy words.
Hmm. It's above my pay grade.
Right, right.
Okay.
So that those are y'all options.
Thank, thank you. Thank you very much, Master.
It's
Well,
no problem. It's no problem. Um, Truth be told, anything that could be done to ease my students, you know, trauma, and not necessarily pain, because he's a strong boy, and he pats you on the back, like, really hard, like, makes you, like, step forward a little bit. and and, and he just, I care for him deeply. So like, if you think there's a way to sever the connections that bind him and even yourself, I will support you in any way I can. But this is all I know currently.
Well, thank you.
It's no
So,
problem.
Kriv, do you want to head to the library?
Immediately.
Okay, let's go.
All right. So you guys make your way to the library. Someone give me a perception, or yeah, give me, both of you give me perception checks as you walk through the city, through various archways and stuff like that, just to see if you notice a couple things, and tell me the number.
Wait, should I? I'm not with them, so I shouldn't give one,
Mm-mm.
right?
Not yet, babes. I got you, babes. Don't worry.
I know. No, no, I know. I know you got me.
16.
16. Okay. Oh, hold on. Let me fix the thingy real quick, because I noticed.
I had a 5.
Damn. Yo, shit.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Six. So who? Quick got 16.
Mhm.
Zarin, you're kind of just like walking ahead of Crib. Like kind of a speed walk. You got a groove going. You're not really paying attention. Um,
Distracted.
uh, you immediately bump into someone, and you're hastily like skimming through the book, trying to understand, but you know you can't understand. But as you're speed walking, you're looking through. You bump into someone. I'll tell you what to roll for that in just a second. Kriv, you notice you notice there's a bit of festivities going on. Like people are setting up things. Um, you notice like streamers going up on street lamps, like pathways are being lit
Mhm.
a little bit differently. There's tables and things being set out. Going back the way towards the main area of the city where the tavern is, but not quite. You know that today today is like the day that the queen had set out for a festival, um, after announcing her pregnancy a few days ago.
Okay.
So the queen announced the pregnancy, and the king had declared that they will make a festival of this for as celebration. So the whole city's in celebration right now. But this is the early stages of it. It's still early morning, and everyone's setting up for later this evening.
Okay.
But you see a lot of people hustling, bustling around. Um, Zarin, give me a dexterity check.
Dexterity check. Okay. Let's see.
Oh no.
Mm. It is an 8.
An 8. Oh, okay. So
Oh no.
you fall, like you hit something hard, like you just went, and then you fell, and you're just like a little dazed. Not no injuries, not so like you're hurt, but you didn't take a point of damage, and you just fall back, and you're on the ground. You look up, you see something has eclipsed you, like the sun is like blotted out. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
and then you hear like a sweet voice come to your
Oh
aid.
no. Oh no.
Eska,
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I I was hanging these flowers. Oh, are you okay? And I
Oh,
go to reach down and like pick Zarev up to like help them to their feet. Like I like bit like I'm very tall. I'm 7 feet tall, so I'm like bending down to like pick them up. And I kind of do the thing where I kind of scoop them like under their armpits and I'm like it's like I'm so sorry, are you okay?
I, shake, a little shaken, but mostly together.
I
Two of
apologize. I really I should keep going. I'm so sorry. I'm so broad. So this hello.
so I've
I
noticed.
apologize.
So I've noticed.
And Eska, you see the crib as well. He wasn't that far behind Zareth. You know.
Hello. Oh, do I
Crew's
speak
gonna
to
look
you?
up and be like, "Wow!"
Oh,
Like it's a wow. It's like he's like perplexed. He's never seen a Goliath before. He's
Oh,
just like, "Wow."
I I I I get that a lot. It's I and Eska is like very nervous now because their whole thing is just like they're very much like they're very much like trying to make themselves like a little bit smaller. So they like come down to a knee and like they're apologizing like very profusely now and just being like, I'm so sorry if there's anything I can do for you. I I'm please just let me know.
well, but Eska is not as big as like giants or like actual real Goliaths. They're tall as fuck. They're big as fuck, but they're not like huge. They're not like
Yeah, they're giant kin.
right.
Mm-hmm.
So, but you still have to look up, like very much
Mm-hmm.
so. I
Just like I'm like a taller than average person.
right, and you see
Mm-hmm.
their mother, who's even taller than Eska. Uh, oh my god, my baby, is you okay? Is you okay? You good? She's checking you. She's pripping you. You're like, you good? No bruises or anything?
Mother, I'm fine, mother. I'm fine.
You sure? You sure?
Yes, mom. Yep. I'm I'm good.
Did these
And like,
did these mean people hurt you? And she glanced at both of you.
mother, shh, shh, please. No, actually, I was very clumsy. I ran into them. So, thank you, mother.
Oh, and what happened to my perennials? No.
Oh,
They're,
I don't know.
they trembled. They're messed up. Like you had accidentally dropped a few of the perennials that were in a bunch that you were hanging up, streaming up for the festival. I was like, oh, now we have to go get some more. We had those shipped in. I don't know what to do.
Mother, it's mom, mom. We'll we'll take care of it. There's some more in the stock room in the back. Um, can I? Oh, they're not magic. Never mind.
It's
Well, I mean, okay. So I have a familiar, but they're like a pet. They're not. They don't do magic about it. They're just kind of like um.
well,
I like
you would roll to command your pet or familiar to do anything. I would say do an animal handling check about it.
okay.
Yes.
I feel like I'm willing to. Or actually, you know what? Never mind. I'm not gonna do that. I'm actually gonna like I changed my mind. I look at my mom and I go, it's fine. I'm gonna go back to the stock room and I'll go get some more. It's fine. It's fine. We have
No.
plenty. It's fine. It's fine. It's
No.
fine. And she's just like, you can tell she's like,
No.
she's
No.
got
No.
all
No.
of
No. No.
this.
No. No. I have those. We don't have any more perennials. Those were all the perennials we had. We only have a few that she sees that you hung up a few already, but like
Mhm.
they're not to the fullest that she likes. We already had. Don't worry about it. I'll figure something out. What you can do is that I'll take over this. What you can do
Yes.
is take these daisies. And they're like blue daisies. They're like very blue daisies. They don't look like daisies at all, but they're daisies in a sense. They're fantasy daisies. Yeah. They're blue though. And they're kind of
Would
like
I
they're kind of like
can I
wilted. Yes,
They're what?
they're kind of like wilted, but like they look like that because of like that's just how the terrain is here. They look slightly wilted.
Okay. Can I? Would I know if they're like? There's anything because I'm a florist. Would I know if there's anything magical about these particular daisies?
No, these are just regular daisies. I'll give you that. I'll give you that one for free.
Okay.
They're just regular daisies. Like
All right.
take these to the observatory, and put it and start hanging these up in the library. We're commissioned by the kingdom to like get everything right, like get the flowers and everything right. So take these, start hanging them
Yes.
up there, and
Sure.
just come back and tell me when you're done. Please don't hurt yourself. I worry about you.
I'm.
I think
I'm.
you'll be fine.
And right, like I'm sure you'll do fine. But like I have to also make sure that my baby's protected. And she starts like weeping, like silently, because I love my baby so much and I don't want anything bad. Like she's very protective.
And
I
like
take the
I'm
daisies and I like walk away. Like I just start walking. As I start to see her kind of like do the thing. I'm like I like, and then I just like start walking away and like gripping the basket, just being because I don't know these people. I don't really have like I'm kind of because my mother is like this. I'm like always in the she's always finding me like things to do in the floral shop. I don't really get out much and like I feel like I'm like super embarrassed. I'm like very much embarrassed and so I'm like I'm not even like I'm like walking like I'm not paying attention. I'm just kind of like I'm taking like the widest of strides. It almost looks like I'm running, but I'm not.
and like I'm just looking at Crib and I'm just like, are you kidding me? Like she does not need to be worried about him. She needs to be worried about everyone he's running over.
And
Exactly.
Eska, you see Kriv and Zarin are not far. Like you're striding, so like I'd say you have some distance between them, but like you've noticed, you've looked back a couple times because you are embarrassed. So you just like you don't want you're looking around to see if anyone like noticed your mother's like persistent behavior as you're walking, but they are following behind you. If you notice, they're going the same direction.
Okay.
So you can do like I'll leave it to y'all. Like y'all can catch up with each other. Y'all can keep at the same pace, but eventually you guys will hit the observatory. This is y'all time to
Okay.
be.
I think because I don't say this out loud, but I think my intention is like I notice that they're following behind me, and so I kind of like in that kind of instinctual thing of like my mother has told me like there are like bad people out there. I kind of like I slow down just to be like, like try to play it cool, but not I'm gonna like I'm not gonna turn around right now, but I think when we hit the steps, I'll turn around and try to like talk to them potentially.
Okay, so you've reached a portion of archway in the city walls going to the next section of the city, um which leads into like the main area of the city where the taverns and all the big buildings are, like the really huge buildings are. Um and you're like you're in front of that archway and those steps leading into it. You turn around and Zarin and Crypt, you see Eska stop full force in front of you, about like tight fit into the doorway, like the archway, so you can't really get past them.
Was it like we just round the corner and then boom, there she is?
Mm-hmm.
His
I'm just
instinct would probably take over. He'd probably pull out a knife.
Oh,
Wait, what?
I said my Crib's instincts would probably take over, and just
Okay.
around the corner he would just instantly knife in hand.
mm-hmm.
Me?
You're a Goliath. He's a human. He doesn't know.
What are
You knife me?
No, not knife. Just brandish it.
Oh,
Mhm.
you take it out. I was like, oh
Yeah.
my god.
No.
No, he just takes it out and he's pointing it. He's pointing it at you.
I like.
Both of you roll. Would this be both?
Intimidation.
Roll an intimidation check. Eska, and then
For Cliv or for me?
for you, roll an intimidation check. And Criff, you roll an intimidation check. Actually, quite honestly,
Our
Also, what are
intimidation against intimidation.
yeah.
Okay.
also what are Eska's pronouns?
She, her.
Okay, sorry. I don't know why I thought it was they were a
Yeah.
himbo.
I bimbo.
Okay, gotcha.
What is that? Ooh. You said
Intimidation.
intimidation?
Yes.
Okay, give me 1 second.
That is not good. That is a 7.
Oh, I like where this is going.
Same. This is gonna be really. Hold on. Sorry, y'all. Hold on.
Take your time, babes.
I'm looking for it. Oh, this is so small. Okay. So for intimidate, I just add what I have on my character sheet.
Yes.
Is it a 20 or what do I roll?
D20.
20.
A D20. Okay, thank you.
So one D20 when you put it in the command.
Okay. And then just add 1.
Yes.
Okay. Just give me 1 second. I'm old, y'all. Okay.
You're fine,
Old.
babes. You got it.
That was more for the audience than anything else.
Anything in the audience have something to say about it, they're gonna have to fight me about it. Okay, I'm a protector of my players.
I also got a 5.
Wait, so 7 and 5.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he beat me.
Did you check your character sheet to see how much to add on to it?
They did. They said they have a +1.
I did. I got a 5. I still got a 5.
Even with it added on for your character sheet?
Even with the
Sometimes you roll low. Sometimes you roll low. Damn. Well, shit.
I immediately dropped the flowers and just
Oh no.
I immediately like dropped them and I'm standing there like I just like I think I go into I don't know.
I'll help with this. I'd say you're not like you don't go into a rage. I'd say
Well, I was gonna say like I like freeze, like the fight, flight, or freeze. I freeze up and I drop the flowers and I'm immediately just like I don't know what to do.
and Criff, you're not intimidated, but you're also like you know the gravity of like which this person could crush you. Like you're very aware this person could very much flatten you like a pancake, but you're not like scared or anything. You're just like, okay, yeah. Dagger with this probably won't work, but I'm gonna have it out anyways. But you do get the sense you do get the sense that they're like frightened because they're like frozen in place and their eyes are like wide. You see the whites of their eyes.
And Chris would say after the flowers drop, he'd be like, "Why did you stop?"
And Eska,
What was the question?
Why didn't you stop?
Um, I just I'm so sorry. I stopped. I just
Dear Lord.
I wanted to apologize again. I and I think I think Eska is um frozen and kind of scared and they're just like lost in their thought because they've never had anyone they're very soft, So like they've never had anyone like threaten them, attack them, anything. All most things are like I don't think they've even had like a fight. So they're just like they don't know what to do.
You
Um
see, you
I
see. I would cut you right there as you're like standing there, just like processing like your emotions of like being like really truly frightened for the first time. Like you're processing that, but you also hear like people like, "What the fuck is blocking the fucking archway?" You hear like a few people behind you, and then also in front of you, behind Crip and Zara, but like in front of you as well. There's just like a bunch of people gathering with like various provisions and things of that nature, from for the festival, and
I
then
take off. I I fully I book it. I'm like I leave the flowers and I just start running in the other direction. Like I'm like super mortified. I'm like embarrassed. I'm scared, and I just book it. And do should I make a roll for that for running away?
no, I say you're moving in the direction of the observatory and like but you didn't realize you had dropped the flowers because you were startled. So like you're just running in that direction. You didn't really choose a direction to run. You just ran, and that direction is where you're
Mhm.
going. Um,
Mm-hmm.
you make some distance. You do make some distance, and like Crib and Zerv, you see this, and
Mhm.
people around are just observing. What the fuck was that? Like they're like, man, like there's weird people in the city, but I love it. And they go about their business, carrying on. Um,
I would say Crib would
Mhm.
probably put the knife down, trying to be as discreet as. Well, put the knife back, trying to be as discreet as
Mhm.
possible.
but yes, the
He
flowers
would.
are where you left them, in front of Crib and Zarin, and you are going the direction of the observatory, not realizing.
As as we walk past like me and Crib have to walk past the flowers, so I would pick up one flower and kind of hold like the stem and start picking the petals off.
Hmm.
How heavy are the crate of flowers?
Hmm.
Is it like a very heavy, like big crate?
It's big.
It's a big crate.
It's like it's a
It's
big
not like
crate.
heavy, but like like the feather like analogy where like if you have a bunch of feathers, it gets heavy. Like it's not that level, but like it's hefty.
It's heavy, but it's cumbersome. Like I probably wasn't like holding it with two hands. My strength, I probably was just like kind of like I was holding it with two hands, but like to me, it's like for me, it's like picking up something really light. But for you, it probably would be like it's not super cumbersome, but it's not like
Right.
it's it's got weight to it.
Like
Okay.
it's not it's I'd say it's not a any check that you have to do, but it is, you do feel like it's some weight to it.
Crib would feel bad because he's confused because normally that's never how that goes. Normally it's either he has to kill somebody or there's a fight. He also feels bad because he's like, okay, this is a Goliath, but it's terrified of us, and it just ran away. And he's like, should I take these to it or should I just leave these here and give the Goliath money? He doesn't know, like hush money.
I mean, it's up to you. It's up to you. Y'all headed that direction.
I'm sorry, that was so funny trying to take me off it.
Oh God,
I'm good. That
the,
was funny.
the shenanigans. But yes, that is up. That's completely up to you. Y'all headed that way anyways.
Girl would look
I
over and say to Zarin, what's your name? Zarin?
Hmm.
Zarin,
Zarin, did you see where she went?
it looks like she went toward the observatory.
I
I
guess
believe I
I,
overheard
I
them say
did.
something about that.
he would say, I guess I owe her one, and then pick it up after a deep exhale.
And you guys make your way there. I'd say another 5 minutes of walking. You make it there. You find Eska like just like where would we find Eska? Like you would I'm assuming you wouldn't have gone into the observatory. I think you would have made
Curled
it
up.
there.
No, I think I tried to. I'm I like.
Like you're at the area. Let me paint the picture. You're at the area where the observatory is. You're about like 10 feet away. You look up. You realize you're at the observatory without the flowers. So like you start like, I won't say like panicking, but you start realizing, oh shit, my mother's gonna fucking kill me.
Yeah, I think I like. I think I'm not panicked, but I still haven't gotten it together.
Hmm.
So I feel like I probably like I start crying a little bit and just being like
Oh.
and like I'm so nervous and I'm like shaking a little bit and then so like I'm like and then I'm like trying I take a couple deep breaths and I like wipe my tears and then I my my pet snake is like start is now like it's because it's noticed that I'm like really on edge, it starts kind of like doing like wrapping itself around my neck to kind of
Hmm.
like give it's giving compression in the way that it's like on any other person it would choke them out, but like for me it's more like it slows my heart rate and stuff like that, so I kind of like I'm like okay and I start like petting its scales and I'm just like okay. Um and she's just kind of like wrapped around my neck, like she just chilling. Um, and then I kind of try to stand up straight, and I like brush myself because like I don't wear shoes, so I like kind of look and I like I like put my feet together, and then I start walking back in that direction because I'm like I gotta go get these flowers.
Mm. And then
Because
like
I know if I don't do this, I'm never gonna hear the end of it.
exactly, and like you start walking that way, but you stop in your tracks because you notice Crib and Zirin are there with the crate of flowers right behind you, well, right in front of you.
Um, I think before I like stop again, and then I kind of like I like back up a little bit to kind of give like, and I put my hand out and I say to Crib because I see him with the flowers. I'm just like I mean you no harm. I need those back.
Kurt was gonna put him down and like slide him with his foot forward and be like, "There they are." Like, and he's just like kind of like short of breath.
Uh, thank you so much. I know that probably. Uh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just like I start apologizing, and I still don't pick up the flowers yet because I'm still kind of scared that like I don't know what he's gonna do.
Hmm.
You all get
And
the you
meanwhile,
all.
Zane, I'm just like,
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm over the whole debacle. I'm just like, come on, let's get it together. Basically, I don't say that, but I'm just thinking like,
No, that's
Oh, are you doing that facial? Can I see you making a? Oh well. Um,
yeah, I'm not exactly discreet.
Can I
Like I
do
look
a
like this,
if
so.
you're trying to
I
know
think
if you're trying to notice if they're like Zarin, are you like annoyed or in anything, or do you have like a
Hmm.
particular
Yes, I'm just like come on, like
if
kind
you
of like I don't know. It just seems silly to me,
if you if
and
you
so like,
if you want to roll about it, if you want to
I was
see.
gonna say I feel like I would like try to gauge. I think I would. I just want to roll a per like an insight or a perception check because I think I'm very like cognizant of like it's out of anxiety, but it's like one of those things of like, oh, are they mad at me?
Got you. In that case, you would roll an insight check.
Okay.
Roll with advantage. Why not? Because you very much feel like, so you will roll it twice and take the higher. So you feel like
Okay. So two would that be two D6s or two D8s?
you would roll 2d20.
Two D20. Okay, thank you. And you said with advantage?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And Zara, you're not trying to hide this. You're just annoyed.
Yeah, no trying to
And you
hide.
said insight or perception?
Insight.
Okay. Oh, well, we better hope I roll good. Shit. You said 2d20?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Doing the roll.
And you take the higher roll.
Okay.
Mhm.
What you get?
Head empty.
Well, what's
I
your
rolled a 2.
How?
what's your modifier? What is your
How?
Did you add your modifier to it?
It's 0.
Oh yikes! Oh yikes!
How?
Head empty.
So
I
actually,
like,
you
I,
get the opposite impression. Their facial expression to you seems like that they seem very nice and happy to be around you. They seem confused as to why you left. That's what you get. So like you feel like
Okay.
so like you Eska, you can take that however you want, but like you feel like Zarin is extremely friendly and very nice and warm and huggly and touchy.
oh, for Zarin.
For Zarin, yes.
Hmm.
Oh, shit. Um, well, um,
You feel like they want more of your company. They
Zarin does?
Yes, you feel like they are amused by you, and that gives you some calm.
Okay. Okay, so I see this and I like relax a little bit because I clearly misread facial expressions. I have a hard time with that apparently. Um, but so then knowing this, I think I turn. I think whatever way I'm like, I don't like. I go to pick up the flowers, but I reach my hand out and I kind of like drag them towards myself, and I'm kind of smiling at Zarin, but like in that nervous way where I'm still looking at Kriv to be like, bitch, don't try nothing.
And you pick up the flowers. You Eska, when you notice these two, you do get the question in the back of your mind, like, huh? It's weird that we've all made it here at the observatory. This is odd, and mind you, you don't have outside friends except for the friends that your mother has, like her friend, your mother's friends, is your friends essentially. Like you consider them
Yeah,
aunts and uncles and things of that nature.
yeah.
Like but like they're not related, but like you call them auntie, but like really they're your friends as well. So this is like the first time you really like dealt with people. Like you've dealt with people if you're like in your shop or you're setting up festivals or things like that, but like not on a like talking face to face this close.
Well, I can't do that. Like, it's hard for me to do that. So yeah, I get what you're saying. I think
But you do realize that like you all of you do in fact realize that you all have made it here and like um you're kind of curious as
I
to what these two are doing.
I think I think with that curiosity, I'm like, well, I look at them and I'm kind of like, well, thank you for the flowers. What brings you to the observatory?
We want to check out
Uh,
a book
what kind of book?
about
And
magic.
I'm like, I'm still like, I think I'm still checking for Kriv, but I'm like, I'm more relaxed with Seraph, so I'm like, I'm more talking to them or her.
Her.
Her. I'm more talking to her.
I don't want to check out a book about magic.
Okay. What kind of magic?
And Eska, as you ask that, you start to get like a little excited because one, you've already established that like, no, I think this girl likes me, and like and then you think about, and then you, and then you think And then you think about like how you've always kind of wanted to like learn magic or like not necessarily learn magic, but you find magic fascinating and you read like stories and stuff like that and like about adventures and stuff like that. So like you have that running through your mind as you ask that.
Okay.
So yes,
Um,
Sarah, they ask you like what kind of magic?
ooh, Sarah.
Prestidigitation. I can't get over this. Prestidigitation.
What's that?
Oh
Are
wow.
you lying
Wait,
to?
do I?
Wait, hold
Can
on.
I make a?
Hold on. Are you lying to them? Zarin, are you lying to
Wait, can
them?
I make a roll about it? Can I make a roll to like?
That would be like insight to her deception.
Yes. Because I need to roll on that, because that didn't sound genuine at all.
And Kriv is slowly getting annoyed at this point because he just had to carry all these flowers. Now this conversation is taking place.
Oh, I am not picking up on that at all.
Wow.
Like I'm so afraid that like.
How is this happening
I rolled
today?
a natural one.
Oh
Oh
man,
God, please roll
Wait, a
good.
natural one
Please
means
roll.
I automatically lose, right?
Like,
It's
that
a
was
it's
still
a fail.
it's a
It's
fail.
a
It's a
bottom
critical
fail.
failure. Eska, oh shit. You don't even have to
Am I
roll.
rolling insight? Should I roll insight if she
Roll
just
it
follows
anyway.
him?
See how
yeah,
well you
because you
know.
can get in that one too.
See,
Well,
it's possible.
I think I wanna. I think what I because I have an interest in magic. I think I want to be like, oh, like
Yes, but
I
but
got a 5.
you
Sick.
like
I was almost gonna win that.
like you almost believed it, but I'm like, wait a minute. That's like school stuff that you learn. Like you learn presentation in school. Like what the fuck? So like
I think with that because head empty, but I'm aware that I'm like, oh, that's a school thing. I like am trying to do the thing where I'm like, oh, so you what uh what would we call like magic college?
Wizards College, Mage
What would
College,
like wizard college be? Is
Wizard
it
Academy.
cleric? Oh, so are you a like I oh are you a cleric or a mage or what kind of? That's so interesting. Have you like studied prestidigitation long?
Like
And
Zeri,
I'm like
No,
following behind him, like I'm holding the flowers.
I'm in my entry courses.
Can I whisper something?
go ahead. But Eska, you know she's fully lying, and like take that as you will, but you know that she's fully lying. Even just that sentence, you're just
The
like,
thing is,
huh.
I
the part
think
that
when they
sucks is that if I
say
had rolled anything but the one, I would have been able to beat that check because of my. Because like deception's literally what I have like the highest number.
I
That's
think
too funny.
wait, what did you say that? Oh, okay. What kind of?
Prestidigitation.
Okay, and then I said I'm like I ask you like if you're a mage or something like that. What did
Mm-hmm.
you say after that? I'm sorry, I'm trying
You
to
take it.
track.
She's
I said
taking.
no. I'm in my entry courses.
Yes.
Oh, okay. And then I think I
Actually, no.
realized that
Hold
I'm
on.
like,
I wouldn't say that. I would actually say something like that. I would say something like that.
You say something that alludes to you being like you go on this spiel about like yeah I'm doing this course and it's very frustrating but like it's a thing to get me into the college and like it's kind of like an entry test and like but you're like
Well,
really.
she asked if I'm a mage or like a cleric, and I would say something like that because I am a sorcerer, but like I've been trained
but
by like my
you
mother.
didn't, but you also failed that. Wait, are
Yeah.
they failing the check of? Oh, okay.
Failed the
Yes.
check
So
of
maybe
lying to you about
you know what?
prestidigitation.
Because
Well, hold on. Let me
I,
explain. Let me explain this. The fail real quick. Like the fail is that you're just rambling about. Like you don't say specifically about what you are because I feel like that's true to your character. You probably wouldn't say exactly what you are in terms of class, but like you are going like rambling about like you have to keep the lie going. So like you're trying to think of ways how to keep the lie going, and it's just not.
Hmm.
You don't notice it, but like Eska, is not going well. Like they're explaining things in like detail that you didn't ask for. So you're just sitting like, huh, okay. But
And
you know they're fully
I
lying.
think
Like,
I would be too. I think because I've embarrassed myself so bad, I think I hold that as a like, oh, I know she just lied to me, but I'm like to like keep it kind of like, the interaction copacetic. I just like smile and nod, and I'm like,
that's
it's
funny.
wonderful.
Oh God, that's funny. Uh,
Can I whisper something to Zarin?
yes, you can.
Kriv is gonna whisper, "You want me to lose her?"
Yeah, most definitely.
And
As soon as
Cause
possible.
Wait, do I hear this?
you could roll. You could roll. What would that be?
Perception. I
Yeah.
feel like that would be perception to hear somebody, right?
Yes.
yeah,
Um, Criff, I say
And we
you.
would have to roll stealth checks, right?
yeah, that'll work.
Well,
Okay.
that depends. That depends on what's going to happen next. So here's what I want y'all to do. Criv, Zarin. I don't know how noticeable it would be. So we're going to roll a deception check because you are whispering, so you're trying to hide like information. So roll a deception, both of you. Um, I'd say you roll an insight, Eska.
Insight check? Okay.
Uh-huh. Or perception to hear, insight to see if their behavior changed.
Okay. Let me see if I can
So
see through.
either one of those will work for you.
Yeah, 23.
I,
Lord Jesus.
I got a 13, I think.
When I asked to be a bimbo, I didn't realize
Yeah, 13.
what I was getting myself into.
So you heard. Well, oh, hold on. Let me see what you get as your result.
Hold on, yeah. I'm typing it in right now.
I thought you said it already.
Oh, no. I just checked the stat and was like, oh no. I got a 3.
You got a 3.
Nothing changes. I'm just like,
You
I'm really excited. I'm like, I've got the flowers now, but I'm like super interested in them.
so
And you
like
can dictate how that really goes.
so this is what happened. You see Zarin like respond to something Crip had said. You didn't hear exactly what it was. You see them like their mouths moving and they got kind of closer to each other to whisper something. You you mistake you mistake some of their expressions as they were talking as like invitations. Like you don't know yet because they didn't say it, but like you feel like very much invited.
I think I like as they finish, I'm just like, what are you talking about? I
And
like lean into them. But like in that way where it's just like I'm very tall, so I had to like lean
you have to
over.
peer over them, like what y'all
I
Wait,
have to like look at that, like look over the top of them and just being like, what are we talking about?
How close are you, by
wait,
the way?
I say y'all very
Um,
close to each other. Very. Y'all
I
5 feet
feel like
apart.
I think they finished, but I think you said what I didn't hear you. So like you passed your sales text, so I didn't hear what you said, and I haven't. I failed, so
I feel
I'm
like
just like,
It's like even if you're like 5 feet apart, you could if someone's whispering in someone's ear, it's still possible that you can't hear them because they're whispering in
I
their
feel
ear.
like I feel like because they're mistaking our expression, Eska would think that we'll probably be like, oh, like I know what y'all are talking about. And we're like, oh, okay, like you do, kind of like we think that they know that we like want them to leave us alone, and we're like, okay, so we're on the same page. And like, yeah, and they're like, but they're like, oh yeah, I'm going along with you,
yeah,
kind of
like
thing.
I'm just like, yeah,
That's
yeah, yeah.
essentially what's happening right now. Like
Yes,
Mhm.
I've gotten closer instead of like further away. So like I move a little closer to you, and I'm just like,
I
so
would probably say on that step, you see me go like this with one eye and this at you, and a sphere 15-foot sphere of darkness just envelops you. But I'm gonna burn 2 key points and cast darkness right on her. So
Oh.
you just go from seeing everything color to like somebody just dropped you in space. It's just dark.
I think that would scare me.
That would be kind of scary, but I think in this context, because of like every all of the interactions that you've been perceiving right now, I think,
You're like, oh my god, they're gonna surprise me.
yeah, that's what it feels like. That's what it feels like. It feels like, oh my god, like they're showing me their magic. That's so cool. Like you're like,
oh, okay, yeah. I'm like, okay. So like I'm like a little bit terrified, but I'm like, oh my god, like I'm so excited that he like cast magic at me, and because I'm not hurt or anything, I'm like, oh my god, that's so cool. Like I'm just like maybe I like close my eyes and I'm like maybe they're like transporting
oh
me
god, that's.
to another dimension. I'm like, oh, that's so cool.
And then I'd say y'all can dip if y'all want. No,
Oh yeah,
no
run
stuff
out.
I'm just
roll.
like sitting here in the dark, just like.
No stuff roll. Y'all could just dip
Okay.
if y'all like. Like y'all could go right inside because y'all at the doorsteps of the observatory / library.
I know I said I wanted my character to be dumb, but like,
It's working and I live.
and it's like, even the dice are like, no, 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 you wanted to be dumb, we'll give it to you.
So like Crib and Zara, you're inside. Um, and you know what? I'd say we'll time skip a little bit. I'd say they've been inside for like 10 minutes, and you've just been sitting there like, okay, like just getting tired. Am I supposed to leave? Like you're thinking, am I supposed to leave or like you're just standing there in the darkness.
Wait, how long can I? How long does the darkness
Yeah,
last?
that is a good question.
Darkness lasts for 10 minutes.
Okay, so like at the
That's perfect.
So I'm just sitting there for 10 minutes with these flowers. Wait, how much time between me leaving my mother and I'm supposed to be putting up these flowers and now has passed?
it's been about 35 minutes.
Okay. I think I'm like sitting there and then I'm doing like one of these where I'm like closing my eyes and like opening them again, seeing if there's gonna like some magical thing is gonna happen.
You do that for the last time, and then the darkness dissipates. It just kind of like phases out into like a mist and crawls on the concrete. Not concrete. The like stained glass / cobble like ground under you, and it's just like, wait, where did they go? You're just like,
Yeah, I'm like I look around and I'm like, oh, and then I'm like holding the flowers and I'm like, oh, they did. And then I think I get a little sad
you
because
see some of the city guards like they were just like scratching their hair trying to figure out what the fuck is, because they had reports in the last 10 minutes like just like this weird ass cloud, and then no one knew where it came from, so someone nice in the city just reported to the guards, and like so you see like 4 or 5 guards around you like just looking, and then they see you come out of the darkness mist. It's like they're and they see your size and they're give me an intimidation check. You're not actively doing it.
I'm not trying to
This is getting
intimidate
worse.
them, but I got you.
Just give
No,
me
no,
an
no.
intimidation.
It's an intimidation check.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Please, God, please, just.
Watch you roll hot. Watch you roll
I'm
hot.
not. No, 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 no. I'll roll it straight. I'm just like. Okay.
And then don't forget to add your modifier.
That's in skills, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then. Okay. Okay, I think I can do this. Please, dice gods. I've embarrassed myself enough today. Please, just anything. Just a auto crit, maybe. Just if I. anything you want to give me, that would be great. As I type this in, like just give me a good roll. Just 1d20, right?
Yes, it's 1d20.
Roll a 6 or 7. Excuse me.
Do that with
Roll the 6.
advantage. Do that with advantage. Because you just came out.
Huh?
Do that with advantage. So roll again. Because you just came out some darkness and you're big as fuck.
Okay.
Like,
So do you want to roll? Do you want me to just roll 1, or do you want me to roll?
just
again?
roll one. Just roll one.
Just roll 1. Okay.
And then whatever that number is, we'll just take it.
Um. Okay. So it's 6.
Wow.
Or no, it's 7. It's gonna be 7.
Yo.
Okay, so this.
What is
So you
happening?
want to take a 3?
So this is what happens. This is what happens. They first take a step back and they look like they're about to get started, but then like one of the guards recognizes you, is like, Eska? It
What's his
like,
name?
don't ask me, damn it.
Just give me a random
You're a
name.
lore.
Hi, Bob.
You're a lore.
Hi, Bob. I just
Bob.
like say it very. I like say it really loud. I'm like, hi, Bob, because I'm like kind of embarrassed now because I'm like they disappeared. I think I realized they cast magic on me to like get away from me,
Uh-huh.
and I'm like, hi, Bob.
Uh, Bob is just like, Eska, what are you? Are you okay? Do you need help? Like he knows you.
Nope,
He knows
I'm
your
good.
mother.
I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm just here to hang some flowers. That's what I'm doing. Hanging flowers. Gonna hang some flowers. That's what I'm doing.
Oh, okay. You sure you don't need any? Like he's very
No,
concerned.
no, no, no,
Um,
no. I
Bob.
try to like put some bass in my voice, like, and just be like, no.
Oh, okay, okay. Just let me know. You know, you can always come to me. Like Bob has always been like at your home, like drinking with your mother, like after hours. Um, your father, like they all drink together. They kind of do like they little game night, uh, whatever that entails. But they do a game night. Um, so you've seen him at your home, so he knows exactly where you live, who you are.
Yeah.
Like he's like a family friend. So
Like he's one of the uncles.
yeah, so he's
I'm
like,
just like, no, no, Uncle Bob, like it's good. I'm okay. I just got distracted. I'm just on an errand for Mom.
all right.
We're getting ready for the baby for the festival for the baby.
Well, it's clear that something happened, but I'm not gonna pry. If you say you're good, you're good. He's like one of the cool people you know. Like if you're good, you're good. Boys.
I'm like, thank you, Uncle Bob, and then like I turn around and I just like go and I'm trying to like hang the flowers like haphazardly. Like I'm just going and like putting like I think I like start, putting they're already like I think they're strung together already,
Mm-hmm.
but I think I just to avoid talking to Bob anymore, I like start just like hanging up the flowers randomly.
He tells his boys, roll out. Like because there was a bunch of people, like a bunch of guards. So like they just get back to their regular posts. Um,
And Bob is like not he's just like a regular person. He's not like a Goliath like me. Like were there other Goliaths, right?
there's city orgs that are big, but they're not as big as y'all. I would say
Okay.
your family, like your mother, you and your father are like one of the biggest people in the city. Um, they've had they Goliaths are not uncommon. They're common enough to come visit, but you're the only ones that live in town.
Oh, so we're like the only Goliaths in the city that
Yes.
like are permanent. Okay, that
But
makes
it's
sense.
not unusual to see like diplomats or like just different types of people coming from the harbor, like the from from the docks or whatever. There's different people who come, drop off loads and stuff like that. So you've seen some of your kind before. It's not like you've never seen any of your kind in the city before. It's frequent. This is a successful city. Like they get a lot of shipments of goods and services.
Okay. But nobody, like, none of, like, my kin, like, stay.
No,
Okay. Thank you for that info.
but you know they come around. They don't live here.
Okay.
I'd
Just
say you're hanging those up. We're gonna cut away from you for real quick, and Kriv and Zara, you head inside. You see a very tenacious lady, high bun, uh very big circular glass, just huge, like just goddamn mirrors almost. Uh in like very flowy clothing and like a long flowy dress. It's like its patterning is similar to like just like abstract paintings and stuff like that. And you see like very like colorful chashkas and like charms and like bracelets around her wrists and legs, like her like ankle bracelets and stuff like that. And she has very nice like slippers, very comfortable to wear. She's going around like um hurriedly but not in a rush. It's very like on pace, on
On
like
purpose. Mm.
purposefully. Um Marking books, grabbing some books from one, area, like one table, putting them next to like organizing things. They're going around, and then you see an older gentleman, just sipping some tea in the corner, watching them. The observatory is very big, like fucking. It's spacious, but all of the books are lined around the wall. Like all the bookshelves are lined around the wall. It is a circular building. In the middle is a circular building, and then on the ends it's more of a squared off section of buildings on either side that are like more. One side is for a staircase that leads to the actual observatory upstairs, which is open floor plan. Like you see like a ledge of balcony, like it's not fully ceiling. It's just like you see a ledge of balcony covering that one side, and then on the other side it's completely open, and you can see the telescope from that side if you were to walk from it and look at that balcony. So, very huge, very fucking huge. It echoes in here when you talk, and he's just sipping some tea, and, just enjoying the ambiance. There's some fire going in the middle of this thing. It's like a small, not small. It's like a medium sized column that has like a fire pit inside of it, and he's just enjoying the ambiance, and
score.
you know he's enjoying the humming of this woman, uh, as she takes care of business with books and things stuff like that. She hears the bell go off. Oh, come in.
Oh. Wait, do I know this person's name? I feel like I would because of my backstory.
Oh, Saren. Oh my goodness. Welcome back. Welcome back. I didn't think you would be back so soon. Are you ready to check out more books? And her name is Kelsey.
Kelsey?
Yes, her name is Kelsey.
Hello, Kelsey. Hello, Kelsey.
Welcome back.
Yes, I'm actually here to look for a particular type of book.
Oh, I'd be sure to help. What are you looking for?
I'm looking for something that will help me understand this.
And she takes the book. It's like, oh, and like she jolts, like she's she's audibly surprised by like your possession of this. Like, well, this is advanced literature, um, but oh my goodness, and it's such good quality. A little dusty, but let me see. Hmm. And she hands it back to you, and you see she runs off. Like she's very like she knows her stuff, and you know that she knows her stuff. She runs off. You see her like roam around the space of the observatory, and like it's just like this. Like you get the impression that her shoes allows her to just like glide and like slightly hover
Mm-hmm.
as she's looking for a particular material that could be of benefit to you. It's like, well, I think I might have something. Let me see if I can find it. Um, no, that is the adult section. I'll put that back. Let me see. Uh, eh, okay, let's see. The ABCs of Chrono Magic. No. Um, see, and like she pulls out this kind of like tome. It's like a big tome, and like this is in the section usually where like no one can check these books out, and you have to get permission to like use them. But they know that you take care of books so well that they usually don't worry about these type of things. Um, More than not, she's just going to show you possibly what you could be looking for. So she opens it up. Follow me, and she goes to one of the sides of the building where there's a little bit more tables where you guys can like look at things. So she sets it on the table. Um, she looks as though she's familiar with some of this material, but she's not sure. It's been years since she's attended any type of academy or university, so it's not fresh in her mind. But it looks familiar. It's like this is a book of deities. I can understand that. And what their purposes is in this world. Scholars have been trying to figure out the ways in which they're worshipped and the ways in which they acquire followers and how they maintain their presence within the realm. And I'm surprised they haven't released a new version of it. This version is very old. I'm surprised they haven't released a new version of this to account for the new deities that have been showing up. And she mentions that um, you like if you're sitting there listening, you kind of get like thrown off by that because like any normal person hasn't heard of like new deities showing up unless that deity has made themselves known, and
Mm-hmm.
you don't account for any deity making themselves known as of recently. um
Mm-hmm.
or like since even if your time all the deities that you know of are deities that you studied or you found out about yourself if you were curious, or they've contacted you. Just like this is the older version, but I could do something with this. See, the thing about these books is that they come from a time where there was not a lot of information to go on about our creation and our existence. So scholars had to really come up with very convoluted theories to figure out as to why things are the way that they are. And she's skimming through. She's like, and she looks at the book that you had gave her, and cross referencing with the book that she just pulled out. She's like, huh, interesting. So this book is a tool guide to understanding scholar language. Very very simple to use if you want to cheat on exams. Students come by and use this if their professors gave them an exam or like exam questions that were just too hard to understand. College like magical colleges have a tendency to not help their students learn. They have to like kind of just be innately gifted, which I think is stupid. Kids should be taught, the things they want to learn. Um, and they're kind of uppity and stuck up like that, but
Of
can't do
course.
much. And she's going through. So this key. What exactly are you looking for in here? Show me the page. Show me the page. Um, and
This I'm looking for deities of trickery and darkness.
Trickery and darkness. Trickery and darkness. Hmm. She's going through and she comes onto a page. She comes onto a section which you all both of you would recognize as like an arcane section. Um this book splits up deities into certain categories in arcane. You can't hear me? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
It's going in and out.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
I can
there
hear
you
you.
go.
Okay. It's
Mm-hmm.
cool. There's a section listed arcane, and it basically sections off deities that are of arcane origin, or sort of like very like mystical happenings and things like that.
Huh.
You you see that there's a subsection that has infernal written in it. You wouldn't know how to read this. So she unless you are perfect unless you understand infernal. Does anyone here understand infernal?
Uh,
I do.
You do. Okay, so
Mhm.
Zarin, you'll see that it says children of the arcane goddess, children of the arcane goddess, and you see that subheading. I would suggest write that down.
you
And
said children of the arcane god.
yeah, children of the arcane goddess.
But I don't know that. Nope, not here.
You're not here.
Don't.
You're hanging up decorations, babes. And I'd say like after you get done hanging up decorations in there, I think Kelsey had commissioned your family to like hang up a few decorations inside of the observatory as well. You know, just for people who want to come in and see something really nice for the queen's announcement of her pregnancy. It's just like a few flowers in there, so they thought that would be nice to spruce up the place in celebration. So, like, if
Oh,
at any point, if you want to come in, you're welcome to, because that's something you do have you actively have to do. You have to hang up some of these blue daisies around inside as well.
okay. I think. Are you done with their section
Uh,
of
I,
the?
I, I will let you know in just a second.
Okay.
And yes, it says children of the arcane goddess, and um, you see names, and you see one currently, but there's an empty slot. Now this book in particular, she looks at it closer, um, and she thinks her hand glows a bit, like it grows a bright yellow, and with like various rainbow colored sparkles amidst that yellow glow as she's holding the book, and the book glows itself, and then it stops glowing. She's like, "Huh, okay." So this book is arcane in nature. While it was written by scholars, it does seem to update itself. So I guess that makes sense why they didn't make a second edition.
Hmm.
And but that she's like, I see something under the section infernal, and it says that, and she's cross referencing. She says that, oh, okay, so there's one god of trickery, but and let me see. This god the name is unknown, but you see, like the name is written in Infernal, but in Infernal it just says unknown. Like you get the sense that it's like glyphy, and like it's kind of like hard to transcribe, but like for the most part, she can definitely say that if this book's, you get the impression that if the book is self updating, like the deity hasn't made their presence known yet. So no
Mhm.
one really knows who this deity is, but like, this could be one of the new deities that scholars have been talking about as of recently. I like to keep up with these things, but it doesn't seem like it, because they were already entered in here, and this is an older book. But I wouldn't know that it was update. She's very like particular on details, but she's like, regardless.
Mhm.
I think. Did you say that you were looking for things of trickery, or what trickery in particular, like contracts, like
El- Something that could provide something that could be capable of providing a magic of illusion, deception, fire,
there
etc.
there is a bullet point here that says that hmm yes, illusory, trickery. There's a bullet point that says that I will have My day. I don't know if that's like a proverb or something like that. Let me try something. And then she does her hands go again, but then like there's like it's like dripping, like it's glowing, but like from the base of the hand it's like dripping like honey, like it's dripping like honey onto the pages. And she's like trying to you get the impression she's trying to cast like the identify spell or something that would be useful to give you more information because she's not getting more information her damn self. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and she's like, huh. And then you do see something happening. Both of you give me perception checks. She looks slightly really amazed by this book, like because she's heard of these copies before, but she never held one. So like she's kind of amazed.
8.
8, and Melissa, what you get?
Got a 9.
Okay. So you guys can't quite make out the meaning of this, but it says that the world will experience the lost times, and that's all it says.
The world will experience what?
The lost times, and you read this in Infernal, Saren. So you see this, and it says the world will experience lost times.
So she doesn't know how to read Infernal, right?
She knows how to read it. She knows
Okay.
she knows she knows it well enough because she's in the library. She studies these
but
things.
but Kriv doesn't.
Criff doesn't know.
It says the world will experience the lost time, Kriv.
Everyone will probably look at Zarin and be like, "Who are you indebted to?"
It's the whole reason we're here. I don't know.
Uh, she seems a little worried. Like this, this could be a deity that like she's making it educated because this could be a deity that like lost something in the past. It's not uncommon for other deities to punish other deities. So this could be a deity that has been punished. This is the vibe I'm getting, at least an educated guess. And she like fixes her glasses because they're kind of crooked because she moves in like jerky motions and like very quickly and like she's quirky. And she's like, well, what would this have to do with what you're researching? Are you doing a research paper or what's going on? Like she's curious. She's just asking just to ask. This have deities just piqued your
Yes.
interest list? Oh, okay.
Yes, I'm writing a paper for my courses.
I love how you're just
Yes.
lying. Look, I live for that. You're just keeping up with that lie. I live.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know what?
Deception check.
No. But
I don't mind.
well. Hold on. Let me see. Yeah, roll me a deception because she knows you well enough. She knows you well enough, so she'll
A 7 again? What the hell? Okay, it's 13.
We are rolling like.
let me roll.
Well, I'm rolling
Dog
really
shit.
terribly. I
Let me
don't want
roll
to say
those.
everybody else, but
I'm gonna let y'all.
like talking today.
I've been using a separate roller. I'm gonna let y'all see the roll for this.
At least my rolls were funny though, so in that I succeeded.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, bitch. She's like, you're writing a research. You're writing a research paper. It's like she's like asking like, I
Wow.
didn't think you were in school. And this is where the Eska comes in.
Oh shoot.
Like you come to like you just finish outside and you're like you begin hanging, but you come in to the point like I didn't think you were in school. It doesn't seem like you're in school. You don't have any you don't have anything identifying that you're part of a magical academy.
Oh, look, it looks like they want your attention.
Oh, hello.
Um,
Like they hear Kelsey hears them like, oh, hello, how you doing? Oh, Master. Thank
Hi,
you. Hi.
Kelsey.
Hi.
It's so, I just came to, deliver the decorations you ordered. I want to make I have a thing. I want to do magic about a thing, but I also don't want other people to, well, hold on.
But let me know because we do have to start like running out of time, so we gotta wrap it up real soon. So I gotta put this in
Okay,
a
I
nice
was
little
gonna
bow.
say, I wanna cast magic awareness
Read me that
if I
spell.
could.
Read me that spell.
So the spell is, within, when you choose this path at third level as an action, you can open your awareness to the presence of concentrated magic until the end of your next turn. You know the location of any spell or magic item within 60 feet. Um, of you that isn't behind total cover. When you sense a spell, you learn which school of magic it belongs to. You can use this feature a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus and regain all experience uses when you finish a long rest. So
Okay.
I think I wanna cast magic awareness because hearing I hear Kelsey say that because I walk in and I overhear that. And then because they've already cast magic on me, I wanna feel around the room to see like I think what I'm doing is I'm trying to see how actually powerful they are. And I'll let you dictate after that because I feel like something else will come up, but you can do
Well,
you're the
I
DM.
believe that's just like a feature for you. I don't think that's like an actual spell, correct?
Oh, magic awareness? I think.
I think it's just a regular feature for you, right?
Oh, it could be. I
What
mean,
class
it
are
looks.
you?
Oh no, that's just a. Yeah, it's not a spell.
Yeah.
Oops.
Okay.
Okay, so I cast magic awareness, or like, it's like innate, and I like.
So essentially, what happens is that you see. There's a few things you notice. You see, one, you're in a fucking like observatory magical library type of situation. There's a lot of magical
Mhm.
books on the shelves, so you see them glowing first. But then you see a couple books on the table where they're standing at glowing brighter than everything else. You see Kriv and Zarin. Kriv gives off like a slight magical signature, but it's not of his origin. You see Zarin gives off a slight magical signature, but it's not of their origin as well. But you also know that they have innate magic that's their own. Does do Kriv cast spells?
I spell like abilities with my key points.
That's right. You cast one early, so yes, like he has his own magical wealth about him as well. But you sense like two sources that are not. You said two sources between them that are not their own, but they also have their own magic. You can just it looks red to you. Like those that are not theirs looks red. The book looks brightly red. Like it's kind of like hurting your eyes a little bit how bright red it is. And the other book,
Wait, so all three of them are have the same like? Do they have the same signature on them as the book?
yes,
Is what you're essentially saying?
yes.
But the okay, I just
So like that's like kind of weird to you. You're like, huh? Like it.
yeah, I think I take stock of that, but I'm like confused because I'm just like, well, like I don't I feel like like I feel like I would come up here like in the dead of night to like learn about magic.
Mm-hmm.
And like Kelsey kind of like me and Kelsey like have, and you can decide this or not. I think me and Kelsey have like a relationship where it's just like she kind of like lets me in so I can read the books because she knows how like overbearing my mom is, and my mom
She
doesn't
talks
want
to
me
you
to.
about you go to her to talk to talk to her about your mom a lot. And like she's kind of like an earpiece that you can rent to, and she's like very understanding. So she lets you stay at night, but she does walk you home to your mother after the
Okay.
observatory closes. Um, so
I I think I sense that, and then I'm like, but like I see that Zerv lied. So now I'm like I now know that it was a lie.
mhm.
Because I heard Kelsey, but I also am like I really want to know what that book is, and so I'm like, oh, I like set the decorations down, and I like look at Kelsey, and I'm like, what's that? Like just kind of like,
Oh, we have two visitors here today. We're looking through deities and their basically how they stay alive. Um, but it seems as though that, like I was telling you to, it seems as though, hmm, the lost
I'm just like
times,
staring you down while you're saying this because I'm just like, why is she telling them that?
the lost times. Is she like she met like she loves to move around, but like in this type of situation where she's thinking, she just summons a book out of thin air. She just and like she's very just like she's very whimsical and quirky. She just sums up as like lost times, and she's like looking through a general history book. Like you can see, this is kind of like just a general history book. It's like that refers to something, but what is it?
can I do a, because I've also been in the library, can I do a history check and see if I recognize the phrase she's saying?
All three of you can.
Okay,
Okay.
I want to do a history check and see. Oh shoot! I don't want
Yo.
to
Finish.
intelligence.
What's
I
T?
got a 5.
Okay,
6.
hold on.
If y'all want to use the Discord roller too, that's fair. That's I'm fine with that as
Right.
well.
Well, I was looking at my character sheet and I had to like dip out and come back in because it's in another spot. But I'm doing the dice roll now. Give me 1 second.
Roll 20
Um,
is spanking us.
Yeah, because y'all been rolling. I want to give y'all a bone. Just re-roll again using the Discord. I want to see something. I want to see if y'all get better rolls on that. This is the only one I'm
it's
throwing y'all
one
though.
1d20.
Yes.
How is it? It's
It's
flat
it's exclamation first, then the R.
Mm.
R.
In space 1d20. And let me know what the rolls is because I can't check right now.
And my intelligence is like set at a 10,
There we
but
go.
Yeah, yours is
Okay.
0. Your modifier is a 0.
So I got a 15.
And
I got a 5.
what did you get,
I
Crib?
don't.
A 15.
Crib, what you get?
With my modifier 15.
15. Okay, so Crib and Zarin, you that rings a bell. Um, this is not so much Zarin, but like this seems like Zarin. This seems like something you've read in one of the books in here, and is exact.
Mm-hmm.
It's read it like the Kelsey is looking through the book that you would have read it from. So she's recalling the same book that you would have recalled just now. Um, Crib, yours is more specific to what your mentor has taught you about certain things about history in the world. Um, he's previously told you that the lost times, and Zarin, you would know this by reading the book. Um, the lost times is a period before the world renaissance. The world renaissance, as both of you would know, is the era that we're in now, where it's called Renaissance era. Basically, the world has found new resources. The magic in the world is becoming more abstract and less straightforward and practical. You feel as though that the world, it's not even you feel, you know, the world renaissance around the world, and you may not have left the city, but you even can see with like unicorns fucking and rocking around the city that like, you know, things are like a lot more ostentatious. New technologies are being developed. this is an era of like great prosperity for most of the world, not just your city. So like Renaissance era details like in history books you would have read or stories you would have gotten from your mentor Criv.
Mhm.
You know that Renaissance era is a telling of a rebounding or like a um, getting back to things. It's not even getting back to in the way things used to be. It's just rebuilding a new world after a big event, and that's always how it's been described in those history books or those word to mouth types of conversations from your mentor. Um, the Lost Times is often mentioned in history books, Zarin, as like unknown. No historian really knows. They can only theorize about what happened in the Lost Times. Um, they feel scholars around the world have come to a consensus that there was a great cataclysm that happened, but they don't know what that cataclysm is. And there's a lot of technology, magic, things of that nature that have been basically deformed, reshaped, changed, or left behind that's being discovered now in Renaissance era.
Gotcha. Okay. Interesting. Curious and curious.
You would know Kelsey and Kelsey like as y'all like make that connection, Kelsey repeats that out loud as she finds that connection as well. So she says that to y'all as I just did.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, well, that's pretty much the consensus around how things were in the past. We don't have much information to go on. Um, but what would this have to do? I suppose there's a deity. Like she's making another educated guess. Like this is something she's really good at. She's just like formulating ideas of like what could have happened. Based on your inquiry, she's saying, well, I suppose that a deity could have. You said trickery and illusions. A deity could have just jokingly played a trick or something on the entire world. If that's their domains, that they thought would be like a funny ha ha moment, but like if scholars are saying that it's like unanimous that something big happened, an event happened, it's most likely calamity. Maybe that trick or illusion got out of hand and caused the world to shift in a different way, where we're in this new era of great prosperity. And like she says that as she's like you know just like flipping through the book to see if there's any more information she might have missed, but she's not finding really anything, so she closes it. So I guess that leads me to ask, and she's talking to herself now. I guess that leads me to ask, who are these? Who? Why is this being referenced now? Um, I need Eska.
Yes.
I need Eska to give me a arcane arcana check.
Okay. I don't know how well that's going.
And do it with advantage. Zarin, I need you to actually yes, give me also an arcana check with advantage. Because as Kelsey says this, there's something that you see.
Dang. Um,
Criv, I'll say you feel a feeling, but like it's kind of you just kind of think it's like oh like it's the ambiance of the room. You don't like particularly pay attention to it, but you feel a feeling.
Okay.
You
It
think you
is 18.
okay?
I'm still typing mine in. I just give me 1 second. I got a 9.
Hmm.
Wait, I'm
Fitting.
still. Wait, you said Arcana, right?
Oh, you still have that awareness up.
I still have magic awareness.
How long
Yeah.
is how does it hasn't been that long, so it's still up.
It
Absolutely.
says till my next turn. So,
Is there like a duration length?
let me see. I mean, this could be like a homebrew thing. Could decide that if you want me to know it or not, but until the end of your next turn. Occasions. You can use this feature a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus. Hold on. And regain all expended uses when you finish a long. Okay, so proficiency.
Well, I'll just say because like this is just how I personally feel. I feel as though it's still up, and
Yeah, because this is like we're like she's just communicating,
yeah,
and I think I already cast it. I didn't say anything about it, but I
right.
like
You already kept like you already put your awareness out.
yeah.
Zarin and Eska, you get a
It doesn't have a
strong
duration.
you got a strong urge. I think it's instantaneous then. But I'll say for this purposes, it's still up. You get a strong urge, Zarin and Eska, to look like to your left where the door is, and you see kind of like a figure, but like it's like an outline of a figure, very blurred and mosaic like. You cannot make features out of this person, but you get the sense it's very clear that they're wearing like a very this color dress. This color
Oh,
dress.
pink.
Mhm.
Yes, a very like long gown, but like it's very mosaic. Like you cannot tell the features at all, but you do see that like it appears to be a woman. You see like a blurred version of a grin, and
Can I make a?
hold on, and
Oh,
she. No,
sorry.
you're fine, babes. You're fine. She whispers out loud. It doesn't sound terrifying, but it's loud. It's and it's
It's
soft.
audible.
It's very audible. Um, she says Pomladoria, and as you hear her say the name, it sounds like just like, oh, this is gonna be a weird concept, but it's almost like when she said it, it sounds like you understood it, but like you heard it as if like crystals were being cracked open, or
Like a tinkling kind of sound.
like tingling. Yes, that's how you
Mhm.
heard it. And she walks off out the doorway, and that mosaicness just kind of leaves as she dissipates as she walks out. You still don't get a good look of her. She's just gone.
Hmm.
And like Kelsey is still talking to Kriv, and but like she hasn't like direct like she's ranting about like possible theories about like certain deities to Kriv and stuff like that. And Kriv's just like sitting there like nodding,
I think I yell out and I'm like, "Did you see that?"
see
Like
what?
just to the room. I just say it like out loud.
See what, my darling?
Uh, thing
Yes.
in the door in the thing
Mhm.
the just the lady.
I definitely saw
She's a
something.
tinkling. She
Tinkling
said,
lady. She
"Palm
Kelsey looks at the door. She sees no
Pomladora."
Pomladoria. And then she's Kelsey says Pomladoria, and like her hands glow out of her own volition, and she didn't like she jokes a little bit like as she's holding the book after she said it, and then like on the page that it's open to, it was a blank page because she was flipping through it to see if she could get more information, and there's only blank
Hmm.
pages. This book updates itself. It updated, and you see in clear common like a bunch of information. It says Pomladoria at the top in the arcane section, there was already a section on Arcane, but this is an extension of that same section. So it's just like literally the next page.
So is the book like the book's moving on its own, or is it using her? Or is it using Kelsey's magic to do it?
It seems like that because Kelsey was startled and her hands glue. It's like I didn't do that, but like her hands are visibly glowing. So you think she's like lying, but like she seems as worried. It's like
Mhm.
what is going on here? And like just a bunch of texts come in. Like it's just you hear that same twinkling. She doesn't hear it, but like she just sees scripts being written out. But you too hear the twinkling as it's being written out.
Am I like look? Can I like look around and be like, and like, cause I see the magic happening and my magical awareness is still up. Can I like look around and see if I still see the lady?
The lady's signature, and when you saw it with your magical awareness, she was very bright pink, and not even just a glow that you saw. She was surrounded by like satins, like falling satins,
Oh, okay.
and like
So wait, is she?
it was very vivid to you, but you still couldn't make out her features. But like it was very vivid to you, like very like what the fuck.
Okay. Well,
Zarian
can
was
I still tell? Can I like look around and still like? Is she still in
she's
the room?
gone, she's gone.
Okay.
The only thing you see that same signature that she had, like the book used to be red, but now like her aura has overtaken that book, so you know there's a connection there.
Oh, so has the book? So do I look at the book and then can I see if there's? Well, no, because still magical awareness. Do I see that the color has changed?
The color
The
is like it,
signature.
red is fighting to get back control of that book, but the pink has overtaken it
Okay.
for just a split second as it's writing its scripts, and then after the script is gone, it goes away, and all of you are
Hmm.
kind of like sitting there stunned. Criv, you do see that this is being written out. You just don't hear the twinkling or nothing like that. You don't see no glowing anything. Zarin, you see this as Eska is seeing this. So Zarin and Kelsey seem to have made a connection with what just happened. But
I'm
like,
still I'm like, does this happen all the time with magic? Like I'm talking to Kelsey and I'm just like,
Hmm.
is that how magic works? Like do you just
well, magic is very feral in nature, if you will. But this is even strange for me. I've never had something. And you said you saw a person, and like she's confused, but like there's a whole new section of the book that you can guys read next time because we're closing up shop here today.
okay. I think I nod at Kelsey and
Well, oh,
I
that's not Kelsey saying that. I'm cutting it off here. Like
Oh, that's
Oh.
DM. Oh,
that's
that's God. Okay,
that.
God is just like and see.
Yes, that's the end of the session.
Okay. Damn. Okay.
Yes, that's good.
That was good. That was really good. That was
Whoa.
good. I like the. Oh, I'm excited.
I am too.
I'm excited.
When I tell you I was not prepared, but I saw some connection. I just went with it. I saw some things
Okay.
I could look, girl.
Hmm.
I'm still new, but like I feel like I got y'all at a good place.
You're doing good.
Thank you,
You are.
thank you.
You're doing great.
Yeah, because that's the end of the session. Session one, our first session, like our first very numbered one.
Hmm.
Not no, not
Yay!
no point something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And
no, exactly.
2 hours is good. We did that.
We did. That went by so fast.
Oh yeah, it did.
Time flies when you're having fun, apparently.
Hmm.
But yes, I say that that was a really good session. I'm very happy with where we
Hmm.
started. I'm very
Thank
happy
you
with.
so
I'm
much.
so proud of y'all for getting into y'all acting chops. Like I live.
Hmm.
I'm so like, and then like Eska like bimbo vibes live. I live for it. I love it.
Yes.
Crib,
We have good chemistry.
I like angry crib.
Hmm.
I like frustrated
That
crib.
was I honestly that I did not like see that coming at all.
I
But
didn't either.
I was genuinely surprised. So
Mhm.
like you pulling the knife was just like
Mhm.
And you were
I was
blind.
like I literally in my brain I'm like, what do I do?
All right, I'm gonna end
Yeah.
it here, and then we're gonna do our little ending like discussion. I'll record
Okay.
that, so that'll also go up on YouTube. Um,
Okay.
Thank you all for coming to TTRGP TTRG. Wow, TTRPG Barbie. Can't even say my own name. but But yeah, thank you for coming. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you so much. Thank you, YouTube. Make sure you like and subscribe. This will be up later. Also, you can watch the playback back as well. I want to thank my players for being here with me today. I cannot do this without y'all. Um,
Thank you.
all right,
Thank you.
everyone. Bye.
Bye everybody.
Bye.